everybody, I'm Pablo. I'm going to be comparing two people from history, one being Catherine the Great, the Russian queen from the mid-1700s, and Vince Lombardi, an American football coach, mostly known for the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. Okay, let's start with Catherine the Great. She was born on May 2nd, 1729 in Stettin, Pomerania, and at present time that's Germany, but at that time it was the Kingdom of Prussia. And even though she was born into royalty, her family didn't have much money. Her father was the Prince of Anhalt-Zerbst, and his name was Christian August. Like I said before, she was Queen of Russia, and she reigned for 34 years and 131 days. The only reason she came to power was because her husband was assassinated. Even though historical documents claim that she was connected to the conspiracy of his assassination, she was the only person left to appoint as a leader for Russia. Now, there were two main reasons why she was liked by her own people, but also hated by her people. The main reason why she was liked by her fellow Russians was because she expanded the Russian borders to the Black Sea and into Central Europe. Now, the reason she wasn't liked by her fellow Russians was because military conscription and the economy still continued to depend on serfdom. Now let's talk about Vince Lombardi. He was born in Brooklyn on June 11th, 1913. Him and his family lived a happily middle-class lifestyle. By age 12, he began to play in an organized football league in Sheepshead Bay. Lombardi was well known because he coached the Green Bay Packers from 1959 to 1967 and became their general manager in 1968. Lombardi started out as being an assistant coach at St. Cecilia High School, then slowly going up to Fordham University, then West Point, later the New York Giants as an offensive coordinator. Finally, he found himself as the head coach of the Packers in 1959 all the way until 1967. Lombardi was admired by many people because of the fact that he led his team to 5 national championships in a 7-year time span. He was also admired for his unprejudiced nature. Lombardi viewed his team as neither white or black, but Packer green. Now that you know about these two people, it's time to compare. Catherine the Great and Lombardi were both leaders, but Catherine the Great led a whole country where Vince only led a small group of guys. Both of them were admired by many people, but Catherine the Great did have several people that disliked her. In conclusion, you now know a little bit more about these two people, which also means you now know a little more history.